The Azimio One Kenya presidential candidate Raila Odinga has certainly been cleared to run for president in the August election, becoming the fifth to be cleared after his fiercest contender, William Ruto, was cleared on Saturday. But even as Raila and his running mate Martha Karua were cleared, he wants the IEBC to assure Kenyans of a free and fair poll. Our senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Mureithi is now joining us live in studio. Mureithi, good afternoon. What stood out for you today?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Zainab, and it has been a very interesting day, and I got the opportunity to cover what happened yesterday, starting at the homes of these two fiercest contenders, as you've called them, that is Raila Odinga and William Ruto. And starting yesterday, both of them had quite a number of supporters that were following them all the way from their homes into when they were going to present their papers to the IEBC at the Bomas of Kenya. But what stood out today is that, unlike any other time, Raila Odinga started his day at the church. And at exactly about 7:30 o'clock, when we were at his place in Kerarapon in Karen, he got that opportunity and he left so that he could not miss a mass at the All Saints Cathedral, and that is where he went, and most of those in his team, including his deputy president nominee Martha Karua, were already there, as they expected that all of them would worship, and they had asked the bishop, that is Ole Sapit, to actually pray for them. So in any other circumstance we have seen, and Raila has been blamed all through the campaign period by his competitors that he is not a man who worships or either goes to church. And I remember President Uhuru Kenyatta once said that if you decide to go to church from Monday to Friday, then from Friday you do anything else, then that is different. So today Raila Odinga started in church. They were prayed for, and Ole Sapit said that the Kenyans, as they go into the elections this time round, they have to make sure that they make good about the leaders that they will be electing. So they were prayed for, and Sapit also said any other person seeking the presidency or any other position is allowed to go to church, because the church is the foundation on which most Kenyans believe in, and they have built their faith with regards to that. So from there, we saw a convoy of about 100 vehicles that drove all the way from the All Saints Cathedral going to the IEBC, where they have hired the Bomas of Kenya as the grounds where they will be doing this for quite some time. And on going there, we also saw a number of boda operators who came in to usher Raila Odinga, together with hundreds of supporters who walked into the Bomas of Kenya, so that all of them go there and support. And we saw that image of Raila Odinga receiving that certificate after going through the 4-stage process that was there, that included the verification to see whether they had come with the required documentation, that included the identity cards, the passport photos, and all that. Because remember, for the photos that will be put on the ballot papers have to be those that have been sanctioned by the IEBC. So you have to make sure that everything goes as per the plan. When Raila Odinga was cleared by the IEBC and he was no longer an aspirant and moved to being a candidate, there were some questions that he asked the IEBC, about 10 questions that he raised, and these are matters that touch on the preparedness of the election, the free and fair election that the IEBC is expected to proceed. But remember, just like his competitor William Ruto, Raila Odinga started by saying that they have full confidence in the IEBC as constituted now to carry out the August elections. But there are weighty questions, Zainab, and these questions the IEBC has said will respond to them in due course, where the chairperson Wafula Chebukati, who is also the returning officer for the presidential election, has said that they will call the Azimio team and also the other teams for a conference where they will answer to some of these questions, and he has made an assurance that he has them. But these are those questions that Raila Odinga raised, about 10 in number.
We are going to conduct ourselves as candidates and also members of our movement in a manner that conforms with the requirements of the electoral laws and the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. We would like to see a free and fair electoral process. We want this exercise to be done also in a free manner. We want Kenyans to be able, on the 9th of August, to freely express their will, to speak clearly that this is what the Kenyans want. We know there are several players in the electoral process. There's the people themselves, there are the candidates, there are members of various political parties. There's also the fourth estate that is also involved in the electoral process. And we expect the fourth estate to play their role objectively. So far, we really have no cause to complain. I have been in politics for a long time. I know that the media will praise you, or will vilify you, whatever they do, but that is the freedom of expression. We don't question it. We want to create a fair democratic society where there's freedom of expression. The media can censor, the media can critique, the media can educate, the media can also oppose. So we really have no issue with that. We want the Kenyans also to conduct themselves peacefully through this electoral process. You'll see.
So those were early